Good morning, dear students. And once again, I'm back here with one of the poem from your syllabus. That is Ant and a Cricket. This poem is from Honeydew, and it is the first poem of your syllabus. And this is written in a fable form. I hope you all know what is a fable. They are kind of poems or stories where generally animals play a part, and definitely they contain a moral as well. So let's here begin the poem. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was gone. And winter was come. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? At last, by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant, to see if, to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. My dear children, this is a beautiful poem and it conveys a very, very everlasting moral. First, let's find out what is the story. Tell us. The storyline of this poem is that there's a careless cricket. He has all, you know what is a cricket? I guess everybody know. You know that? I guess you must have seen, it's an insect, okay? So this careless cricket who was busy in singing only and never thought and did anything for his future. And then there is an ant who was very, very sincere to his work and thought that and did always for the future. The ant lived with self-respect even in the harsh times, while the cricket had to beg and could not survive harsh hour of winter. So my dear ones, this story highlights, I would say, it is very, very contemporary because even this society is full of such people who do not realize the need of the time, and they would, they would just keep wasting their time and would always rely on others, and some of them end up being parasite, all through their life, and they would always wish to borrow some help, in any kind, either cash or different kind, from others. And then there are people in life, even in our society, those who are very, very bold, very, very smart, who believes in living a planned life. So we must understand, after reading this poem, we must understand that in life, what is the first and foremost thing important? It is a planned life. Otherwise, we all suffer like the cricket. Now then, there is the vocabulary thing. We have to match the vocabulary here. Let's solve this exercise. I would first, yes, accustomed, gay, crumb, starvation, famine, cold, warrant. Now accustomed, I have some of the words I have matched, then later on I realize I'll solve it with you. Accustomed is habit. For example, I'm accustomed to be doing my classwork or my homework every day. Then gay is happy. After receiving my online, tutorials, I was very gay. And crumb is a piece of food. You all know crumbs, I love to have breadcrumbs actually every morning in my breakfast. Then there's starvation. Starvation is scarcity of food, like lack of food. In India, every year people die of starvation. Then there's famine. Famine is like, what is famine? Where would you match it with? You would match it with There are two words, scarcity of food and feel hungry. You know that. So famine would be scarcity of food and starvation is feel hungry. It is like very close, even starvation also we call scarcity of food, but here it's okay, like we would call starvation as feel hungry. I'm starving, kind of, that. And starvation also is lack of food, but then okay, every word contains millions of meanings, so that's fine. But here we have to see in what context it has been used. So here the context for starvation is feel hungry, and for famine it is scarcity of food. Then there is quote. Now quote is said, to say something. That is like, it's kind of, sometimes it is somebody quotes a sentence, that way. Then there is warrant. Warrant, what is warrant? What is warrant? Warrant is, what is warrant here? The last one. The last one. Can you see that? I can see that. It is to say true. To say true. All right, everyone. So let's see now what all is there. What all? Yes, now there are some question answers. You have to complete these questions and you have to submit it me tomorrow. I'm giving you a day. What made the cricket bowl? Why was he trembling? To whom did he want to meet? Why did he go to the ant? And find out the rhyming words in the above stanza and what is the rhyming scheme. And then we will proceed with the moral of the poem. Set aside for the rainy day. If we are lazy and do not want to work, nobody will help us and we will starve to death. Save today for a better tomorrow. As I told you, you have to always be living in a very planned way. For example, you can take, I'll give you this example from this present context, Suppose, see, we have been in a lockdown situation for the last 30 days, and suppose we had not saved enough in house, the grocery, the kitchen things, what would we have cooked? We would not have been able to go on with all this lockdown. But our parents, I would say, they have been so meticulous about these things, and everybody had enough, ration. So all these things, we can connect the present scenario also with the poem. I hope that you all enjoyed this poem, and I will be looking forward for the feedback from your end. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you.